Some women, they're
hey,
right.
Don't trust me.
It don't happen as much with the G-spot.
I did look at the package before to make sure that I was like, okay, I can do that.
Yes, you know, probably ain't no race in the world been through what Black African Americans have been through. But also that came along with the program, came along with this and the fear. The least amount of cost. Yeah, the least amount of cost. You gonna take that.
That was a front to anybody that's in here that ever said, I'm American. For years, hundreds of years, white people always felt that it's not theirs and they can take it.
What's up? Welcome back to this week's edition of the Real Shop Talk. We had Just Right Barbers Lounge 9812, Chivalry Road, Clinton, Maryland. This week we talking about chivalry. Should chivalry only exist with the men? Should chivalry only exist with the men? Day, come on down. Get us started. You know, we back. Big Juice back in the building. I know y'all missed us last week. Daddy was very dry.
You know,
Daddy was a little dry up front.
Yeah, the heart, so, you know what I mean? The heartbeat, but we hit it, help Daddy out there.
He had nobody to throw a curveball when he was an habitual
scenario
cross.
There y'all go.
What's up with this chivalry? Tell me what you think. What you got?
All right, first and foremost,
I'm gonna eat while y'all rap.
we got this thing, and I've personally been always curious to the fact of this thing we got called chivalry. Okay. And as we talked in our, pre-show meetings and everything, where did it come from? Some folks had some. I think Rodney was saying that it came from, an old English, London kind of England kind of thing where it was proper etiquette was taught and everything. And I've always just been the guy that's just been like, if I don't open the door for a lady, let her go through first. If I don't open the car door, if I don't pull her seat out or nothing like that, am I less of a gentleman? How does that define me as a gentleman? And should chivalry both ways? Or what does chivalry look like for a damn woman?
That's the question. You say both ways.
A woman showing chivalry, like I can't even define what chivalry is for a woman.
I mean, I give you an example. I mean, what I would say, like, so I let my wife into the car. She reaches over, open my door before I get around to the other side.
Exactly.
That's true.
Is that not her?
Maybe if you the man in the house and she cook dinner or something like that, she fix your plate first because you the man in the house. And that's not saying that that's not saying. I think it can be a form because that's a form of chivalry because she doesn't have to. It's no thing to say she has to fix your plate first. She can fix her own plate and then tell you to fix your plate.
Is that chivalry or is that courtesy? So what's the difference between chivalry and
courtesy?
courtesy?
To me,
you open the door.
That's it. Is that courtesy or chivalry that I open the door for?
I'm asking
what you're talking about. Well, so the issue, as you said, if to me, it's something that you just chivalry sometimes is something that you do. You don't have to go above and beyond.
Well, here's my problem, Juice. Females will say, not all, but some females will say that you're not a gentleman, or how were you raised, or you must not have been raised right because you don't do these things.
Okay.
As if that makes you more of a man if you do it versus if you don't.
Well, everybody was not raised to do those things. Everybody was not raised to open the door, clock door, pull the woman's seat out. Everybody wasn't. We're being honest about it.
No, then you come out you so-called say you come out the mall, you come out from dinner. Do you go and open her door, put her in, and close her door? You know what I'm saying? Behind you, then go over to your door. I mean, what I'm just saying, like, it's not for everybody. I mean, like, one of the huge things for me, I think a lot of people who know me know, I always say that, you know, when walking down the street, a man should walk on the outside, closer to the street. You know, and I can remember, you know, even my coworkers and stuff, when we walk in, like, that's something that they understand when they're with me now to move to the inside.
But is
Move
that
to the
chivalry
inside.
juice? Because I do that even I did that with my kids.
But to me, it's still a form of chivalry because you see a lot of people don't even understand what the meaning of walking on the outside is.
Stay, do me a favor, because you a Google guy. Pull up the definition of chivalry.
And let's talk about chivalry. What's these things of chivalry? Now,
I mean,
I wasn't taught to pull a chair out for another woman at the dinner table. I wasn't taught that. And I didn't see my father do it. I wasn't taught to get up when they come back to the table. And I saw it on the cowboy pictures and
Get
stuff
up.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get up.
it was a thing like if
Yeah.
a woman excuse herself from the table and she comes back, whoever she's with, you should get up. It's a show of respect.
I was never taught that.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's a show of respect.
I learned
You
in
know,
the movies.
So what's the difference between chivalry and etiquette? Like, I see the spoon and the fork and all that.
Well, that's why I asked them.
Etiquette is like principles of chivalry. And you got it's a way you portray yourself as far as chivalry. It's just it's hard to explain in certain words, but like what you said, when you get up, when she come back, that's a form of etiquette, but it's a chivalrous act that he's doing. And when he's standing up.
Let me give you the definition. This going trip y'all out. The definition says the medieval knightly system with its religious, moral, and social code. The fuck do that got to do with opening the goddamn door? Where we even get it? What was it?
There's no details in it?
What was that?
That's it. I have no idea. I just read the definition.
My question would be then, what was that moral code? Because I don't know what that moral code was. Like,
So they got some other things down there. They say knights, noblemen, and horsemen collectively. I fought against the cream of French chivalry. The combination of qualities expected of an idle knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. Where do we get some of the shit we do from? Do we even know some of the history of it? It's like Valentine's.
so what
Day.
you're saying is, what I'm hearing from you, that is, women are expecting something they don't even really know what it is.
They don't even know what it is.
But
We've been taught.
but then if that's the case, then we don't know.
Yeah, we know.
So-
Because I don't know what, I will tell you, I do not know what the medieval moral code is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, this is my first time ever hearing it.
Well, if you understood it, it was of that of I think kings and queens and princes and princesses when you talk about the medieval times. I mean, the women that definitely, the men, like for instance, I guess on medieval times, like when they were asked to dance. I mean, the men always asked the women to dance. They always grabbed their hand and they led them to the floor. I mean, I'm just giving ideas of stuff that I've seen.
So we can throw the chivalry out the door now.
I won't ever throw it out the door because for me, it's not even something that's hard for me to do. It's just something that I naturally do. I naturally, if we're together and we walk out to the car and it's a female, because at the end of the day, if we walk into the car together, you better hop your ass in the car.
Let me ask you a question, real talk. Do you open the door for every female that gets in your car?
Every listen. When every door I walk in, I open the door
I get that.
and
I do that
and I allow them to walk
I'm
in the
talking
door.
about like if when a coworker say, "Hey, Dion, let me get a ride up the street to the truck metro station." When y'all get in the car,
I might not sometimes.
Okay.
I might not sometimes. What I will say, like I said, some of the big things for me is walking on the outside
With you.
and pumping gas, bruh.
Oh yeah.
Like when I pulled up to the gas station, I just had a story I just told
Nigga be sitting in the
not too
car.
long ago. A guy,
That is crazy.
the girl, she pulled up in BJ's and I'm behind them, and she gets out to once she's swiping her card. That's okay. You know what I mean? It might her car, whatever. She's paying for the gas. He stayed in the car. He stayed in the car while she took the nozzle off. She pumped the gas. He got out the car only to look in the windshield of my car, basically to see who I was. Instead of grabbing the nozzle from her and telling her, "You get in the car," he went back and got in the car and allowed her to pump the gas, put the gas pump up.
Whose fault is that? Like,
Both of them.
See,
they
I
should split it. They should split that.
so this is what I say. If it's not expected from her, if it's not expected from her, then she can't be mad at him. But as a male, I feel like that should be
I mean,
that should go hand in hand. That should be second nature.
but he wasn't. What if he wasn't taught though? Let's say he wasn't taught. Then what? He don't know.
So why get out the car to come look through the windshield?
Cause he don't know.
And it's like I looked at her and said, "You can do so much better."
Now what if he heard it?
Well, and I had my window down,
So why you pull the brother to the side like, yo, my man?
but that's not my job.
Is it not?
You make my job easy. It ain't my job.
Oh, yeah, in that case, yeah. Well,
It ain't my job.
in that case,
It's not my job to bring you up to par. Like you're a grown man, you bring yourself up to par. Like come on. Like we talking about simple characteristics, etiquette. Like come on, bro. You really letting her pump the gas, and the wind was blowing, so it wasn't like it was one of them.
it wasn't like the win at practice. Was it?
It was almost like the wind in practice, man. Where don't nobody want to be out there. I don't even think the deer want to be out there. Everybody praying.
So let me ask you, like real talk, you pull up to the gas station and the same wind blowing, she by herself pumping the gas, you gonna tell her like, I got that for you?
Depending on what the feet
She
look
by
like.
herself? Oh wait, hold on. You say what?
Is it something?
He said depending on what the feet look like.
She got sandals on.
It's kind of wind blowing, look.
She got sandals on.
The wind blowing.
If her Uggs leaning, no.
It's, I ain't gonna say for
Yo, once again, might be your notice.
it's a tough one.
I
Nah,
hope they're not
If-
Uggs.
I wouldn't.
Niggas out.
So let me
Niggas
let me explain. Hold.
What?
I don't have a problem with
No,
going up to a woman to pump her gas. My issue is a lot of times when you put up in places like gas stations, there's so many women who don't want to be approached because they don't know.
They don't know if you're trying to.
They don't know if you're trying to rob them or.
So
So I don't, you know, that's the part where I would say I would be a tad bit hesitant, but I'm cool with doing it.
Okay.
Like I may say something, if I feel like, you know, it's something I want to do, then yes, I'm going to say, before I even approach you, you know, is it all right if I pump your gas, you can get back in your car?
So here you go, Juice. So you seem to be a proponent for chivalry and all of that.
So
If you pull up, let me get this out, right? If you picking somebody up, you picking a lady friend up, let's say a co-worker or something like that, whether it's from the bus station, bus stop, her house or something like that, y'all going to work or something like that, you getting out of your car to open the door for her? Or you tooting the horn and she getting in the car?
Am I in a situation where it's safe for me to get out of the car?
Yeah, you picking her up wherever.
Do she have, now, if there are times that I feel like that's where I fall short. If I pull up and I'm in the car, there are times that I won't get out, but if you have a bag, if I'm picking you up from the airport, if I'm picking you up from a bus station, anywhere where I'm getting out the car as best I can
Help you with
without,
bags.
huh?
Help you with
I'm a
your
bag bag. You ain't got help. You get in the car, I'll figure it. the whole bag situation out, and then we'll get in and we'll move.
So going back and looking at it, we're talking about chivalry. And all actuality, what we're talking about is the definition of chivalrous. Chivalrous is the man who's attentive and courteous to women, like a knight in shining armor. A man who opens the door for a woman and provides any help she needs. An example of a man who is chivalrous.
I'm chivalrous.
Chivalrous.
So
Not chivalry.
No,
hold on. Let me go a little further. Chivalry is an institute. Knighthood remains a source of inspiration in contemporary war. It's based off of humility, gratitude, courage, justice, generosity, discipline, faith, and equity. Those are chivalry. Those are the principles of chivalry. But what we are ingrained in our mind is chivalrous, being chivalrous men.
Okay.
So
what do women
is
do?
chivalrous, is being a chivalrous man, is that a component of chivalry?
Why they gotta-
Yeah, it is a component of chivalry because a chivalrous man is based off those knighthood principles.
Gotcha. Follow you.
So they gave us as men a word. So what is the word for women?
Well, you gotta understand though, when you talk about like where this come from in knighthood, if you take it back, like the men were the sole protector, provider. Like women had no say back then.
So what was their duties back then?
If we're gonna keep it 100, they do whatever the fuck the
Be
man
quiet
says.
and be
So
pretty.
why are they not doing it?
They don't need to.
Why should they have?
Why should they still be? Why should they still be
You
doing
just
that?
said we supposed to be a long list.
So why niggas ain't providing?
I can't speak for everybody else.
Why niggas ain't protecting? Cause you want to come home, you want to pull your dick out, suck your dick, you want to fuck, you want the man, you want food on the table, but nigga, you ain't can't pay no bills. You here playing a PlayStation, running the light bill up all day.
I don't think them guys are.
And drinking up all the juice and eating
And
the
eating up
fruit
no,
pie.
and eating up no
What
daddy.
about the guys?
That's what the fuck she accepted.
Hey,
She accepted.
hold on. So based on
The nigga fought us out for accepted.
So based on what you
Back
just
to the
said,
gas stations.
hold on. Based off you just said, there is no equivalent for a female as far as chivalry. There's no equivalent. So what we are thinking as men, as far as being chivalry,
I just think it's gratitude.
Hold on, it's just etiquette. It's just etiquette based off of etiquette of a lady.
So if you don't do it, are you less of a man? If you don't do the shit.
To me, it all depends on how you were raised.
Why does it have to be how you were raised?
Because
a fucking door is a door.
But hold on,
I'll give you my example again. You going into a restaurant. The restaurant getting held up. Nigga making a dash for the door. But you being the nice ass fucking knight, open that door, that nigga knock your fucking lady down. Break her neck. But you was a nice ass fucking guy letting her go in first. So instead of you taking that blow, she gotta take that.
Two wrongs make a right.
I got one for you.
What's wrong about it?
I got one for you. So the male as you approach the door,
It's supposed to.
it is supposed to see, is there anything beyond
All
the
doors don't have big ass windows.
It don't matter. That's why you
It
do
don't
that.
matter.
No,
But if
listen.
it don't have a big window,
Okay,
how
so
you
let
gonna
me
see
explain.
it?
So it's the reason you open the door and look, and you guide her in by telling her with your hand that it's safe to go.
The majority of women, the majority of women, they kind of standing in this position right here. You open the door, you pull the door, and she walks around. The majority of guys I've seen, and I'm gonna give it back to you, Jude. The majority of guys I've seen not doing no open the door, scoping it, stepping back, and then letting it go.
But you do it as a man. As I'm approaching any situation, my eyes are already on the swivel.
So I got a question. Whose responsibility is it to lead? Do you feel like it's the man's responsibility or the woman's responsibility?
You said to do what?
To lead.
To lead what?
Always.
Whose responsibility is it to lead?
In a relationship?
And whatever.
Because we was talking about opening the door, I didn't know
I'm
if you
getting
were
that.
opening
Yeah,
the door.
so in a relationship.
To lead in a relationship, ideally it's the man.
So if you're the leader of that relationship, is it not your responsibility to make sure it's clear before you guide her in? So you like, hold on, babe, let me.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk my ass in first. Coast is clear. Come on, it's safe. I'm gonna let her walk. I'm gonna walk in my house. I'm gonna open the door of my house and let her walk in first. The goddamn Rob in there. Fuck no, I'm gonna walk in and make sure my house is
Let me
safe.
say this. There is a way to do with that age. I agree per se.
I get his
I understand
I get
it.
his
I'm not
principle.
gonna say I agree. I understand it.
I understand his principle.
You can come in and hold the door. Like, you can do that. You can come in and first and hold the door. I've done that many. I came in
I hope
and held the door and let her walk through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the holding the door we could go to.
It didn't say how you had to hold the door, it just said hold the door.
I mean, you said let her go in first.
I don't
Open the door
know.
first, she go in
That's just
first.
hey, what are you talking about? Is just forms of etiquette. Form of etiquette. Whether I step in the door and then
I look in the door first.
or whether I open the door, look in it first, and then guide her in, it's still a form of etiquette. Neither way is wrong, but it's still a form of etiquette.
I don't have an issue with the
So
etiquette part. I have an issue with there are people that feel you're not a gentleman if you don't do these things.
If you don't hold the door open,
Hold the door or do
So-
things that are considered chivalrous.
My granddaddy always told me.
like when I get to work, I step to the side and let a young lady on the elevator first.
So
That's a no, and it doesn't even have to be somebody I know. If I'm getting on the elevator, and anybody who knows me can attest to it, if I'm getting on the elevator and I can push the button first. If I'm getting off the elevator, you can be behind me. Unless the elevator is super crowded and I feel like, okay, I just need to get off because there's gonna be too many people bumping into me because I can't do that. Like everybody bumping into me is just something that plays in my mind. But at the end of the day, if it's 3-4 people in the elevator, I'll let everybody get off.
Wow.
Boom. It's just, to me, I've always been the type, okay, you can let the woman go
So
first. And it's natural for me to do, so it's not even a second thought as I'm walking up to a door.
But that goes just being courteous. That's just
The
being
fuck is being uncourteous if you don't know?
Hold on,
What if you don't?
yeah. Hold on. Once again, it goes based off your values. Everybody has certain values and ethics that they
How is that a value? Because I got off in the elevator first.
Because as a man, it's what you put value into. It's what you put value into.
say I get on the elevator, then I hold it to stop it. So she
From
can
what?
come out.
That's still being courteous.
You still, to put your hand there is still showing a sense of, it's still showing a sense of some type of etiquette or being courteous to hold the elevator and let her roll.
So how come some chivalry? Here we go. How come women can't do this as a chivalrous act? When you come home from work, why she can't just suck your dick when you walk through the door? That's chivalrous.
why you can't eat her pussy when you walk through the door?
Damn.
Because I just worked fucking 8 hours, nigga.
She did.
She did too.
Man, fuck that nigga.
She did too.
Well,
So
I don't get what you're saying.
She didn't work
If that's
Okay, watch this here.
Was
Okay,
she not at work all day?
Okay, watch this. What's chivalrous for a woman to do?
That's my question.
Because
What's chivalrous for a woman?
How do us men got the answer to that? Tell me, how do we got the answer for a woman?
well, I don't.
How we answer for a woman? Ladies, you hear? Please.
I don't
please
think.
help us.
Like my issue is.
Somebody say,
Thank you, somebody.
Do you deserve it? Damn, I just worked 12 fucking hours.
and so did she.
She didn't work 12 hours. How you know she worked?
hold on.
Why don't we create the scenario?
Answer that question. If you in a relationship together, that's how you deserve it. Because are we in a relationship?
Hold on, stop. Because we about to walk down a rabbit hole. Go ahead.
Come on,
stay
walk
home
in the
mom.
rabbit
Go
hole.
ahead.
So we're going to give a couple of scenarios. First one's going to be she a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. How many kids in the house?
1.
All right. How old is the kid?
4.
All right. Shit, that's a fucking job.
Yes, it is.
4? Have you been at home with a 4-year-old all day?
Yes, that shit is.
Tell me it's not a job.
I got a girl.
That's not a job?
Yeah, I just said yes.
Oh, so she was at work all day?
Okay, she was working all day.
So why you can't?
I've been doing
Why?
manual, okay.
It doesn't. She was at work all day. Why you can't come in and say, "Babe, thanks for keeping that child. Let me suck your pussy." You want your dick sucked?
What the fuck? You're missing the whole fucking point.
No, I'm not.
I asked, what's chivalrous for a woman to do?
I don't.
Hold on. Or is there anything?
You want to know what chivalrous for a woman to do?
What the fuck? Men got men do everything.
I got a question. How do you know all the answers for the woman perspective?
Well, let the women
I mean,
Thank you. Hold on, what we got?
Hold on. I'm gonna answer the question for Tony.
This is not true.
Is he not married?
This nigga I got it, man.
on a
no
daily
thanks.
basis with. So I mean, damn, he can speaking from experience.
Alright, so let's all try that shit then.
He's speaking
Let's
from
all try
experience.
that shit. Let's walk in the door and be like, baby, I want my dick sucked. Why be quiet?
Oh,
I'm trying to shit.
Nobody can seem to answer. Nobody can seem to answer.
get your ass upstairs and take a shower first.
Watch this.
In the process, you think I'm about to suck your fatty ass dick and then that
Hey,
cock?
I can tell you this. When she had that shower water on, ain't gonna be too long before she stepping in behind me.
Hello.
Bullshit.
Hey, you can ask her yourself. She up there.
Bullshit.
Ask her.
Okay, ladies.
She getting in that.
No. Speak this.
Ladies.
Specifically.
Ladies, I can't answer for y'all, but what do you feel is chivalrous activity for you all as a woman? We know what it is for quote unquote men opening doors, walking on the street, walking on the street side.
It's no such thing.
It's no such thing.
It's no such
Back
thing.
rub, shoulder rub.
So
Why is
basically,
that?
so basically, this whole world is just
No,
about
but
women.
once again,
I'm asking
you
you
keep
a
saying,
question. I got a response.
chivalry.
So,
It's
Danny.
no such thing as chivalry.
Danny.
Chivalry is based on
See,
male.
chivalrous.
So is it a chivalrous?
So hold on, that's etiquette.
The chivalrous
Daddy,
thing.
I mean, right, I get Daddy. Is it a chivalrous act? Now, you went out, your wife was off today. You went out today, you done worked 12 long hours. You came home, motherfucking house was clean, kids put to bed, food cooked, and she ready to give you that yamin. Is that chivalrous?
Yes.
Anything is sexual act is chivalrous to me, goddammit.
So what if she didn't give you sex, but the house was clean?
You
and
say
dinner was
what?
cooked?
She didn't get no sex, but everything else was done in the
House was
house.
clean,
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
dinner was cooked.
I love it.
Hey, Dede.
I
The
ain't got
response
to
is on
move
the
shit
website.
around.
No, you come
Somebody
out.
say-
Yeah,
Lay back and do like this,
Yeah.
I love it.
House
Yes.
clean.
Sit back and she made your plate.
Yeah.
And she fixed your
Your
plate.
plate
Yes.
made. That's
But to
that's-
top it off, you get on top.
Somebody.
Forex Fever said, did you know when a man and woman marry, y'all life expectancy goes up and our life expectancy decreases? Chivalrous. I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
That's crazy.
Now, hey, Forrest Fever, you gotta show me some studies and some facts. I need facts to approve on that.
Back that up. Because I call bullshit on that. I'm just saying, listen, if we sitting here talking, if we really analyze it, everything that happens in this world seems to revolve around pleasing a woman. While we as men go out here and break our fucking back, do what we gotta do to take care of our family. We go downstairs, man, the nigga kick in the door, we go downstairs, and I'm saying I'm with all of them. Take care of my family, going downstairs, and all of that shit. But I'm just saying, like, when those things, tragic things don't happen, what the fuck? We supposed to hang our hat because a woman cleaned the house? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I thought that's what they supposed to do.
Like, what the fuck is this Women's Month about? When the fuck did Women's
That's
Month?
not-
How the fuck is Women's
that's-
Month longer than Black History Month?
Hold up.
And
So
what the
when-
fuck is Women's Month?
I think we had a whole
What are
conversation.
women's duties?
Hold on, Paul. Look, before we jumping around.
We
One day at a
did.
time.
You don't.
All right,
One day at a
good.
time.
All right,
Okay,
good.
I mean, I'm finished.
What's wrong with Women's History Month? Because it's not Women's Month, it's Women's History Month.
I'm just saying, how the fuck is that longer than Black History
I
Month?
mean, the 2 days I don't know how to determine the 2 days. I don't know.
When the fuck did it even come around?
1971.
When is Men's History Month?
Why do men need a history month? Men have been.
Why the fuck do women need?
Because women have been oppressed. for
Women-
years.
hey,
Men have not. Men have reigned supreme since the fucking earth was
Okay, what
started.
about when fucking white men was fucking buck breaking?
You labeled it to one
No,
race.
It's not
We
about a race.
said men. If we want to talk about
Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack.
backtracking to
So
the
when
black
this
kings and shit from Mecca. Backtracking to the kings, the Egyptian kings. It was men, right?
Absolutely.
It was men.
There was
So
some very influential women back in the days too.
Nobody
Very
said-
influential
it was
women
men.
back in the days.
What? What are you?
It was.
But what are you saying? You saying men haven't reigned supreme in the
I didn't
earth?
say that. I said it was
you
some very
said,
influential
but
women.
you asked.
You said women were oppressed. I said it was some very influential women back in
And
the
how
days.
long
too.
did it take them to become that?
I have no idea.
It's not black.
When the
women.
women-
I hear you.
When the women get the when the women receive the right to vote?
It was way after men. It's even they still couldn't even vote when black men were able to vote.
Yeah. Black men were able to vote before women.
So what we feel is the woman shouldn't have a voice. Then. Is that what you're saying?
You talking about? I give you one better, right? I give you another one, right? Because black people like to say, man, nobody was enslaved. Women to this day are still being sold into sex slave trade. Still to this day.
Oh, women and children. We can't do that. Because children actually get more than women.
More than one.
Yeah.
But women are still being sold.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
into sex
right.
slavery.
You're right.
Damn, they won't sell us. Shit.
Yeah, no.
They sold us though when they used to put that baby on us and stand us on that.
Stop it.
Now I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying, I mean,
Tell me,
listen,
tell me, baby.
like you say, they've been selling women and kids in the sex trade, and they've been sitting up there pumping drugs in the black niggas, castrating black niggas, emasculating black niggas.
My thing.
But when we talk about women, it's not a race. It's not just about black women. It's about all women, period.
All
Spanish, Nigerian, African. I don't know
So
what.
who we celebrating then?
Who said it was
You're celebrating
so what is it?
No, your celebration, the accomplishment.
Accomplishments of women.
Yo, just in America, Women's History
But it's not
Month.
just America.
No, I'm just
It's
saying.
women.
Hold on, Tony. And in America, we're celebrating the accomplishment and the achievements of women in this country. Now, above and beyond that, Women's History Month, then it's like International Women's History Day. Or
March 8th.
March 8th, where they celebrate all the accomplishments that women have helped as far as we know as our society. So that's what it is. It's just a celebration, just like Black History Month is supposed to be a celebration.
Women
of
get more than men?
Huh?
That's in general.
What?
Women get more than men.
What do you
in
mean?
general,
What do you mean by that? I need
Businesses, if you have a woman on the application, jobs, you go for anything.
No.
Women, men still rule.
Men,
You thinking about men still maybe
But they say they're minority, right? Or are they minority?
Hey, Tay. So Tay, let's just look at this wall. Let's just look at wall. And I can show you on the app. Men, even African American men, to this day, make more than African American women.
In the same
And
position.
African American women have excelled past African American men as far as degrees. And hold on, listen, as far as degrees, and yet still African American men are still making more than people with degrees. Remember, the degree is supposed to elevate your salary, your economic value. But they, even without a degree, a black man is still making more than most women.
So the system is designed that way for men
It's always
to make more than
always
women.
Because it's a
Think
male-dominated
about this.
society.
Watch this. We celebrated the fact that not just that we have a black vice president, but we celebrate the fact that we have a woman vice president. A woman, because it's never happened. It's never happened in the history before we were born. We don't know of it.
Yeah, that same woman, man, locked up alive.
Listen, but we not talking. Say, listen. Well, here's the difference. Well, no, here's the difference. Okay, you can bring it up, but everybody changes. Every single person here has done something in their past that they may have not been proud of,
She ain't going nowhere.
or which they can change. So whatever she did to get in the position that she's in, we'll see where she goes. We'll see where she goes from this point on. We'll see where she goes from this point on. At the end of the day, I'm not celebrating. I'm not talking about what she did. I'm just saying the fact that we've never had a woman and this high of a power in our government ever. And not only is it a woman, but the fact that it's a black woman.
So you put the vice president over first lady?
Hey, Dad.
Yes, she has more power.
Yes, she has more power than the first lady.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, she
The
has.
first lady is only the first lady because the man that she's married to is in power and office.
Suck that nigga dick. He gonna press that button.
Hey,
Suck that nigga dick. He gonna press that button.
Let me ask you this
None
question.
of that makes sense to me.
Why you bring up?
None of what you all saying makes any kind of sense to me.
But why you bring up
So
Kamala
yeah,
Harris
we
locking
wanna
up so many African American men?
That was a
Well, hold on. With Joe Biden,
Let me ask you a question.
hold on. With Joe Biden locked up more.
That nigga voted the fucking bill.
I don't fuck with Joe Biden.
So I don't fuck with Joe Biden. I don't fuck with Joe Biden.
Why the first thing you said
What's
was her?
Because he brought her up. I referenced her because he brought up the accomplishment of a black woman, not only a black woman, as the first vice president.
Hold on,
So that's it.
The only accomplishment I was speaking of is where we've moved as a society. Where we've moved as a society. There's still other countries where women aren't allowed.
Let me ask you this, Juice.
You go to Saudi Arabia, the women can't show their face.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this, Juice.
Hold on, and the John's not it just ain't so.
Do you feel here in America that men, and I'll be specific, black men get celebrated?
No.
Because I put something in something in the chat. Fucking women even find a way to take over fucking Father's Day.
No.
We can't even get fucking Father's Day celebrated.
So I disagree.
Well, tell me now.
And I'm gonna venture to say that you picked the wrong woman.
No.
I'm gonna say you picked the wrong woman.
We had
I don't
choices.
think we talking about individual.
I'm talking about individual. We just talking about statistically.
Yeah.
Statistically as a whole.
What do you mean by celebrated though? Like explain to me what you mean by celebrated.
Okay, so we got a whole month that's celebrating the accomplishments.
It's not a celebration though.
It's not.
What the fuck is it then?
That's what we.
What is
What
it?
is it?
If it ain't a celebration,
It's
a recognition. I guess it's better.
Listen,
Recognition.
it's to bring awareness.
Oh, so break away.
Listen, you gonna let me speak or you keep
Absolutely.
cutting me off?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Because you asked the purpose of the month.
Go ahead.
The purpose of the month, whether it be Black History Month or Women's History Month, is not to celebrate black people. It's not to celebrate women. It's to bring recognition to the accomplishments and how far those individual people have come as either as black people or as women.
Well, goddamn, Mother's Day. They get a lot of recognition on Mother's Day.
A lot of recognition.
That's for being a mother.
So being a mother.
But
Now, damn! So this
recognition being a woman. And this goes on.
So I'm proving that.
That's
So
what we
Valentine's Day.
Wait a minute, hold on, time out. So we're talking about, once again, we're talking about the recognition of women for Women's Month. If you aren't a mother, you don't get celebrated on Mother's Day.
No.
If you aren't a father, you don't get celebrated on Father's Day.
You got fucking
Because the difference in the father and the dad.
Juice, you got women that get fucking celebrated on Father's Day for being a fucking single mother. On Father's Day.
So guess who's to blame for that?
The nigga who was
The dad is not in his child's life. You have a choice.
Fuck that. She gets celebrated on Mother's Day. You get Mother's Day.
Why she gotta be mommy and daddy?
You get celebrated on Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Why she gotta play the role of mommy and daddy?
That's not my.
Hey, hold on.
We talking about recognition.
Let's just say this is situational because there are some instances where fathers are not allowed to be in it, and there's some instances where fathers are not prevalent in their child's life. So let's say that
you take care of your kids. You take care of your kids on your own, right?
Yeah.
You get celebrated on fucking Mother's Day for being a mother too.
Day, Robbie, when the last time
Where you going, Jim?
told you a great dad?
Huh?
When the last time somebody told you, man, you a great dad?
All the time. All the time.
No,
All the time.
what woman?
All the time. Literally all the time.
Let me explain something to you. I'm no longer with my son's mother. And she will tell me plenty of times she sent the text to just say thank you. To just say thank you. Guess what? I don't need a whole bunch of thanks for something that I'm supposed to do. But it's good every now and then to just hear it.
It's always good.
Hold on.
It's good to hear it.
To piggyback off of him, my ex-wife is married. And not only would she call me and tell me I'm a good father, but her freaking husband will call me and tell me I'm a good father.
I know. I see it.
What type of shit you want?
That's what
I done been there to see
That's being real. I'm happy that my ex-wife found love. She just got love.
Understand this.
Yeah.
Wow, you may say, is he still piping? But at the end of the day, when that man married his ex, he married into her kids, which in turn had the father that's very active in their life. So at the end of the day, guess what? As grown men, we got to be able to have a conversation.
Exactly.
So hold on, I got a question. Because Pumpkin put recognize the black man too. Do you want a black man's day or month, or Or do you want a men's day a month?
Men's. I'm gonna go men's.
So you want to recognize all men, right?
All men. I don't recognize all men.
I want to recognize us black men, man. Us black kings.
Why can't you speak about black men?
You asked me.
Because it ain't Black Women's Month. Your issue was with Women's Month.
You asked the question.
It's not black women's month.
I prefer black men. I'm not even talking about black women's month. I'm saying he asked the question. Recognize all men or black men. Fuck. I want to recognize us black kings,
You
nigga.
got white friends?
Hey, my mama got to think about it. No, the answer is freaking no.
I do.
White friends.
I do.
I know.
When ask you, you know. You say, do you?
You have white friends?
No.
You have Asian friends? Puerto Rican friends? Dominican friends?
Puerto Rican. I'm trying to think.
So you only
In my inner circle, let me classify it like this. In my inner circle, my close reach friend, no. In my outer circle, yes.
Do you have a white friend or a friend other than a black friend who you go to their house and have dinner with?
No.
Family.
No.
So then you only fuck with black people?
No.
Are you
I just don't.
Are you racist?
I wouldn't say racist. He's just not very diverse.
I'm diverse when I need to be. But that don't necessarily mean that I have to have you in my circle of friends. I may not spend that much time with you.
It makes sense why you think the way you think.
I may not spend.
So you don't think so you don't think there's no good white man or good white dad?
He's a motherfucking baby.
At the end of the day, man, I feel when it all comes down to it, man, they'll turn me over, man.
Check it out.
He's a motherfucker. The nigga will before the white man will.
I'm just telling you how I feel about
But
that. I'm just telling you how I
What
feel
do you
about
go
that.
by? Tell me what you go by. The news or what you go by for that feeling to generate that.
Track, just track record.
What's the track record?
Okay, what? Show me. That's a headline.
History of track record.
What history show you?
From slavery on.
Oh, so not.
What else you want me to answer? Who you want me to answer first?
So let me have it. Go ahead. So not the current, not the last. How you did it?
47.
So not from the last 47 years. You talking about from before you was born when your mom was a baby.
History to now.
Well, let me take
No, you can't say that.
You just asked me. Which one you want me to answer?
Tag me now, please tag me. There. So history, right? We're going about history, right?
Okay.
So take it back. I'm gonna just go 400 years. When the slaves was running, who was telling? The white man or the black man?
Who was telling?
Who was telling?
Who was telling?
When you said tonight, I'm gonna sing this song, and that means meet me down by the river. Who was going to the house tell master? Was it a white man or a black man?
A manipulated black dude.
They tag me.
A
Pause.
manipulated black dude.
When they killed Malcolm X, who
You
said
talking
that? A white man or a black man?
Black man.
When they killed Dr. King, who was in on that?
More than likely, it's a black man.
Okay. When they broke down the Black Panthers, who was in on that?
More than likely, it's a black man.
But you talking about the white man turning you over?
What's your point?
What you said? Your history?
You
Say
said
it. Track record.
Okay, that's cool. So you gave me that. So who was killing slaves?
Who was killing
Who was
slaves?
killing
The white
slaves?
man.
Who was hanging slaves?
The white man.
Okay. Who was raping women?
Who saw the slaves?
Hold on for a second.
I want to ask one of them questions. Who saw the slaves to the white man?
Africans.
Damn,
They don't consider themselves as black Americans.
Do Africans look closer to this?
I'm leaving because you just came out your mouth and said Africans sold us to the white man, but they're not black. I'm leaving on that. If you stand on that, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going home.
Africans don't even consider.
I asked you what they consider themselves. Are they black?
Are we not descendants of black?
They don't even consider themselves.
Are we not descendants of black?
Over here.
What are black people?
Black people skin color. If you want to look at it like that.
Man. So when they got on that ship and they rode that ship from the continent of Africa to the U.S.
Specifically the slave coast in Nigeria.
So they were no longer African when they got here. They were now black.
Yeah, they were African when they got here. Absolutely.
So we are descendants of them.
Africans.
Are we not descendants of them?
Absolutely.
So if we were to do a blood test,
DNA, we
trace some African genes.
You Nigerian, whatever.
So again,
There's a bunch of people.
the black people sold black people to
You got some white on.
Okay, so
I do.
because the basis of your statement was, I don't trust them white because they'll turn me over.
Sure.
Okay.
That was the basis of your statement, right?
Remember,
I mean, and those are facts. Those are facts.
I can remember having this conversation myself and Knox Tony, you, we had this maybe like first, second, third podcast where we said when you put up to the gas station, it's real talk.
Would you
Now,
help a white woman pump
no,
gas?
I help any woman, so we're not even talking about that.
Have you ever helped
No,
a white woman pump
yes,
gas?
I have.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
asking the question.
Yes. Yeah.
Who got better booty?
I'm not sure.
You not sure?
I'm not sure about that.
Who
So,
who bone?
but-
Well, man, hold on, we ain't talking about
Alright.
booty.
So let me go back to originally what I was saying is when I get out at the gas station and there's two white guys, two young white guys that get out their car, and two young black guys that get out their car, who are you thinking is more prone to try something with you?
You gotta tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Are you looking at the two white dudes in the game? Now, granted, this is what I'll say before you answer. I'm gonna say maybe it's based on where you are. Because if you're somewhere in the South, you know, in a rural neighborhood that you know you ain't supposed to be in, I'm talking about right here in your city where you was born and raised.
Southeast.
South side. College Heights. You pull up to the gas station. The Exxon. You know the Exxon on Alabama Avenue. Let me say something. So you pull up to the gas station. Is they looking at the two white dudes that's pumping their gas and looking around, or you looking at the two young dudes that's listening to Chief Keef, or maybe listen to the baby? I don't know what it is. Who are you looking at?
In 2021,
That's what I asked you who you looking at. I didn't ask you about a year. I didn't ask you about a year. Tell me before you tell me about a year. The only person I want to know is which group are you looking at thinking that you gotta watch them?
I'm looking at the white dudes. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold up.
Can I tell you why?
Hold up, let me clear this shit up.
Can I tell you why?
No, yeah, clear this
Tony,
up.
sit down, man. Sit down, talk to me. Sit down, say why. Talk to me. Hey, tell me why. Say why.
No, so let me ask you this. Nobody in here will find it strange. Juice, you from uptown.
You should have said fear. That's what you should have said.
Clifton fucking
You
Turk.
should have said fear.
You see
Look
some,
at funny.
you see some white dudes just casually just walking through Clifton fucking Turk.
Honestly,
You ain't fucking. It's
No,
I'm gonna say
it.
no. You ain't curious?
No.
No, they got the
Somebody get it off the dog and they like
No,
this.
we ain't worried about it.
Somebody get it off
They run through that just like this.
The word was you ain't concerned.
no,
He should have said fear.
no,
Oh my God.
no.
I mean, I know you like
Habitual. Listen, to keep it a stack, I'm keeping an eye on the black dudes.
Thank
Keep
you.
it down.
To keep
Right?
it a stack.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we gotta keep it a
Why you
stack.
want that white pressure up like
And
that?
that's every day. That ain't no once in a while.
You know goddamn well you like
In your
niggas
travel,
try
listen.
something.
But listen, I'm telling you, man.
I ain't telling you that. I ain't telling you that the white dude can't get you. But
I'm telling you. them white-
fucking lying. She
white-
said
white-
she looking at the white man. You lying.
Fucking
You
lying.
lying, mom. I know you lying. You see that? You see them damn black boys?
Pumpkin is black power. Pumpkin black power.
Hey, I ain't listen. When they say something about the people breaking in your house,
When I look at the film, what it say? Who 98% of it? Who is normal?
and granted, like I said, for me, yes, it would depend on where I am. If I'm in the South,
Oh,
I'm looking at Billy Bob and his boy get up out the pickup truck.
Pickup truck.
I am.
With the Confederate flag hanging around.
Yeah, I am.
I'm watching him.
But if
Anything below Northern Virginia, I'm looking at
Hey,
anybody.
I ain't gonna lie. We was going, me and Juice was going to Cincinnati, and Juice pulled out. We was in the middle of Huck Buck,
I don't know where we was
and
at.
it was two black. And Juice told us, man, I need some gas, Juice. Look, you put enough in there to get us to the nearest motherfucking station with some lights, because I can't see nothing around here but trees. We got to go. So we get in one of them southern jobs, West Virginia, down south somewhere. Absolutely. I see that pickup truck coming. I'm going off the way. Take me to College Heights. I'm watching him. He got his heli on with his scully rolled up.
Let me ask you
I'm
this.
watching.
Let me ask you this though, Tony. Do you think that we were programmed to hate each other like that,
Yes.
and that's why we are the way we are?
Well, I don't hate people, but I mean, yes. Yes.
She
Okay,
said,
well I'm just saying. I'm
we
not saying.
programmed to see each other as
Who
enemies.
said that?
Funk.
Yeah.
And listen,
We have them.
we have been
I
programmed,
don't
but
disagree with that.
listen, I don't disagree with what Punk is saying, but nevertheless, when I put up at the gas station, like it or not, I ain't worried about the white, right here at this gas station. We walk over to the gas station, 2 sets of different people pull up, you ain't worried. Listen, when you worry about somebody walking through the door trying to do something at the bottom, you ain't worried about,
Let me ask you this. Are you
William?
Let me ask you this. Are you worried about, I'm just curious to see where you at. Are you worried about if you pull into a gas station, that same gas station, you see 2 black dudes hopping out of a car, and then you see 2 redneck police, who you more scared of? Who do you fear?
Right now, me today,
2 black dudes.
I mean, you talking about me today or the me when I was me today? I'm probably still going. I'm not saying I won't look at the police, but I'm
watching the police.
I'm gonna watch the police, but I'm gonna look at.
I'm more afraid of the black dude.
I agree.
My
So is
PTSD,
David.
my PTSD, I'm worried about everybody. Because I don't trust that.
Well, he asked about more.
I'm just telling you, I don't trust
You said
everybody.
which one you worried about the most?
Hold on, worried about.
If you had to choose one.
Today, if we talk about right now,
2021.
and we talk about
Where are we?
I'm worried
'Cause I gotta go back
I'm
to-
worried about the police officers because most of the police officers they hired in this area are not used to dealing with people, our people in this area. I'm used to dealing with people in this area, but they're not used to dealing with people in this area. So I'm worried about the police officers.
Listen, we got niggas walking around with bodies, 5 or 6. Police officer got, the whole force got 2. We got one nigga got 5 bodies. He walking around the streets. We got several niggas got bodies. This niggas walking around here that's hitmen. They hit niggas for money. They ain't hitting white people. They hitting black people. How the hell you more worried about the police that make the news 5 times a year, maybe 10? And we got one nigga that take a whole street out. We got a nigga that go out there. He just spraying, hitting kids and grandma and everything.
Jews.
On a weekly basis in every city in America.
Jews.
And every Martin Luther King Avenue.
Jews.
And we got policeman. We want to act a fool with one policeman shoot a black nigga that stole something.
That's in this area. No,
Give
no,
a shit.
that's in this area.
You can pick Detroit.
You talking about 5 people?
You can pick Chicago. You can pick Detroit. You can pick LA. Which one? What city you want?
You got police officers in LA. They got 5 bodies or more.
Police officers in
New York.
You got police officers in New York. They got 5 bodies or more. That's in this area.
So you
we live in this motherfucker.
Let's talk about it. So you got police officers walking around randomly shooting motherfuckers missing. And I'm talking about 5 bodies on the nigga you ain't even shooting at.
So we got police officers seen on tape shooting a motherfucker
In the back.
and getting away with the motherfucker.
Ain't
Hold on, not one
Every night killing niggas. Every night in the back, in the car where they look in the back of their head. They missing the nigga. They aiming at. Every night in every city in America.
I understand that.
So which one you more worried about?
I understand.
Let's take the numbers. You want the nigga who shoot 90% for the free throw line, or nigga shoot 20?
You know what I'm more worried about? The nigga that programmed us to be the way that we are.
Ain't no nigga did it. The society do it. Just like people say,
The
you a part of where you grow up.
motherfucker that
Project of your
programmed us to
environment.
be the way that we are.
Who did that?
What motherfucker?
Hold on, pause. Who did that?
White man.
How?
So we puppets, we stupid.
Hold on,
We got strings now, right?
Hey, listen,
Ah,
man.
Hold on.
stop.
This women month. Let's stay on women month. I just want to know, why do black women frown up at the black brothers when they dating a white chick?
You gotta let the women answer that. I can't answer that question.
So, women, ladies, Tay just said, why do y'all get upset or frown your nose, whatever word you want to use, when you see a black man
Dating outside of his race.
dating outside of his race?
Classism is just.
I guess we can't use the word dating outside of race. We saying dating a white woman because
Dating a white woman?
Yeah, because
What about Chinese?
Chinese. I mean, if you get it, I mean.
Unfortunately.
So date somebody other than a black woman. Is that better?
What I said.
Ladies, why you get upset when you see, us kings out here dating outside our race? So we're gonna give y'all a couple seconds to think about that. We're gonna give y'all a couple seconds to respond. But I think I think one of the things is because they don't know how to appreciate a good dude. Personally. And then when a good dude, man, he's just tired of a woman not being, appreciated inside his race, and he go outside his
See,
race.
I
think that's when they get upset.
I tried to be quiet on this one, but to that extent, I disagree. I believe it's a lot.
I'm not stating that it's fact.
No, I'm not saying it's fact.
I'm
not saying that it's fact. I'm not saying you're saying it's fact. I think a lot of wannabe kings, because I'm with Rodney right here. I'm not going to categorize some of these boys as men or kings. Want to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it.
Right.
And our women have got to a point where they no longer a yes sir type of women, because they know they can go get their own bag. They can buy it. I don't need you to buy a house no more. I don't need you to go buy me a car. And so when men get like that, when men meet women like that, they now tuck their tail and they go for, no disrespect, the more inferior woman, because to this day, most white women or other races, Indians, even the African women, the true African women, you can't talk in your household. They're still raised to the point where when a man speaks, you shut up.
I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that.
They are though.
No, they not. I work for a Nigerian church, nigga, and I see how the women are around here. Purebred from Nigeria, from Africa. Man, they be in that joint, man. I'm talking about sometimes talking records. I be like, God dang.
But you know where that come from?
So you gotta be still in Africa.
So that's because they're Americanized now. There are other countries where women aren't allowed to speak. I mean, like in China, that's a communist country. You don't have a choice but to keep your mouth closed.
I mean, you still talking about like like the Arab countries, like
Man,
yeah.
hey, Charles, you go hold up. You go to Saudi, you go to
Saudi
Iraq, you go to
Afghanistan. You ain't picking. If you do pick your own husband or your own future.
Hey, Slim, I done seen women get their hands chopped off.
Prime example.
I'm not saying.
Prime example. Why do you think Prince
you
Harry?
giving me your example? I'm just giving you an example.
Exactly.
Prime example. Why do you think Prince Harry and Meghan leaving the palace or had to leave the palace? Because she didn't shut up. You can't be over here talking about you a woman and you allowing her to do that? Oh no, y'all got to go.
They got rumors of her being a bully.
So why do we think women turn their nose up if we date white women? What do you think the biggest reason is? So what Tony is saying is that men don't want to deal with a strong woman.
They don't want to deal with the mouth, the gift, all that to come with the strong black woman. And some niggas are just bitches that feel like, oh, she making more money than me.
What the fuck you think you gonna date a broke white bitch?
Well, I mean, you asking us in here. I mean, they gotta answer that,
but the women gotta answer why they feel it. I can't tell you why they feel away.
Sure.
Let's flip it. You ask why you think men date white women or pick white women over black women. Man, I hope that it's individual. I hope it ain't the race, but I hope that it's individual. You met her, you just have to meet her, and she was cool.
It ain't many. It's not many.
It ain't no more.
It ain't many, Shalante. That's the new age. We don't move, but we know.
I mean, so I guess until women respond to that question, why do men get mad when they see that bad black girl with a white man?
I don't get mad. Believe it or not.
I mean, people do make comments, but that's just what you see. That happens with
I know why you with the black woman. I know why.
You know what I know.
Yeah. She put that pearl on you on him.
But what about vice versa? I mean, we didn't have shows where we know with black, we say the black women like that big janky thing. Now, is he known for that? So what about her? What about her side? She wouldn't give up the janky day for what?
Said she ain't want the janky day, man, and lick that motherfucker.
I said it before. If you had to give up one or the other, the emotional tie, the physical tie.
You don't give a damn about what?
Huh?
Camilla said she don't give a damn. What she don't give a damn about?
Camille, what you don't give a damn about?
She probably.
I'm thinking for a black dude than a white one.
Like if it's a black dude.
No, I've had women tell me.
Camille, you dated outside your race?
I've had women tell me that like white men or non-black men are like more attentive to their needs, and some of them can be more romantic, more understanding. I don't know. I mean,
I think black women date white guys because of the financial security, first and foremost.
That's tough.
that's tough. That's a lot of tough.
I mean,
That's a lot of
I
black
ain't
people
gonna
that
say
play
that
their
it
own.
ain't.
that's a lot.
I just don't think
it's
it's
some
black
dudes out here, but I mean, it's also some assholes that out.
You think white men are assholes?
They
Absolutely.
got some asshole white men.
Absolutely.
I give you prime example. I mean, we
Some asshole white dudes with bags and some asshole black dudes that's broke.
And vice versa.
So
but it's some
like
asshole white dudes that ain't got no money, and there's some asshole black dudes that's sitting on something.
yeah, hey, listen, we can speculate all day. We just gotta see. It would be great if we had a woman in here that dated a white guy.
On the chart.
That dated a white guy. That would be great.
Well,
But you know we don't. So that's you know that's.
So I want to circle back to the original question about chivalry.
chivalrous.
Well, we now know that.
Now we know that it's chivalrous.
Now that we're being chivalrous, which is a form of chivalry.
Yeah.
Dede, do you have an issue with being a chivalrous gentleman?
Do what?
Do you have an issue with being a chivalrous gentleman?
No, not
That ain't that problem.
No, I don't, Fat Robbie. All I'm saying is this right here, is when it's classified that you're a gentleman if you do, and if you don't, I'm like, are you not a gentleman? If
But
you
you're
don't-
basing that over somebody else's opinion.
Nigga, ask me a question, I'm answering a question.
I'm just telling you, man. You basing it on somebody else's opinion.
I'm just
Hey,
asking a question.
young, you as a man ain't defined by somebody else's opinion. You defined by what you believe
The whole
yourself
pur-
is.
the whole
Stop
pur-
being worried about everybody else's opinion, nigga.
The whole purpose of Shop Talk is to have a fucking conversation about whatever we want to have a
Hey,
conversation
young, man,
about.
we had the conversation. I'm having
So we having a conversation.
I'm not worried about other
we're
people's opinion.
discussing you. First of all, I don't like this energy right now.
You got real
That's
bad
number one. This fucking energy.
you got real
I felt it. I felt like my
First of
bag.
all, the nigga came in here and he didn't have his right outfit on. He went in the back and changed clothes. What you coming in here all wrong for?
I came in
First and second of all,
I know what it
I
is.
went-
Y'all look like twins today.
I went,
Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, okay, Bobby and Day, aka keeping it stacked. They off their Kings and Navy shit. Today. Oh, and for those of us who are from the area, they off their Easter Monday National Zoo shit. You feel me? They going to the zoo, so y'all forgive them. We gonna move on now.
Anyway, I'm saying it's looked at in some circles, in some arenas, in some areas, that if you don't do it, you're not a gentleman. And I'm just standing up for the guys that's like, you know, hey, I don't necessarily, you know, open the door, I don't open the car door, I don't do any of that. We either do it together, or hey, if I get to the door first, yeah, I'll hold the door, but if I don't, I'm not less of a gentleman, I'm not less of a man if I do or if I don't.
So let me ask
That's
you
all
a
I'm
question. So if you're dating a woman who decides that that's not what she want to be into, she not into, is she wrong for like kind of ending a relationship with you because
Would you be wrong if you ended a relationship if a woman had
it's not if it's what you,
Never started.
it's not if it's what you, if that's what you expect. Not if that's
So
what
listen,
you expect.
if
If
that's what you
you,
expect,
it's
keep
back
it
to your deal breakers.
keep it 100, keep it
If
100.
she's saying that, you know, you not being a gentleman is something that, and like you said, her version of a gentleman is opening the door for her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Letting her, when you go to the movies, let her go down the aisle first to get a seat.
If she ended it, I wouldn't have an issue with that.
You wouldn't have an issue?
I wouldn't have an
Okay.
issue at all. I wouldn't have an issue at all with that.
I'm just making sure.
I mean, that's her preference. Because if she take them shoes off and them shits is ugly as fuck, them feet,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a wrap.
Well,
It's a
look,
wrap.
to wrap it up, I feel like
No.
I gotta ask you some question first.
No, we got something else that we had.
Hold on, let me ask you something though.
oh, we gonna be on the hour today. Okay, we got some bonus time
Yeah,
there.
we
Yeah, we
got
got some bonus time.
Yeah, we got some bonus time there.
Yeah, we got some bones.
They don't have a curfew tonight, so we got. Hey, we got some bonus time tonight. Hey, call your homegirl and them time to tune in. Hey, we got.
we got air pumping.
Keep
this time for you to call in on this one. My phone up.
Put the kids to bed, T.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, it's not
They
like
got
that.
We got this one. And the chivalry thing, I think, kind of set
Do I need to
the
get a
tone.
disclaimer though? Do we need to?
No, not for this.
Oh, we don't need to put
But I think the chivalry
Is
talk.
this the one? Is it the 5 rules? Joe?
5. Yeah.
Oh, you may have to.
This.
Oh, this is the text you sent, Juice?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Put
No,
the baby-
No, not
that's
that
the
one.
second one.
That's the second one. That's the last one.
Oh, but I
They put the kids to
If
bed.
that's the jump, you got to put the baby and kids. to bed.
This one is curveball. We ain't putting the kids to bed yet.
Oh, curveball,
This is
curveball alert, curveball alert.
But the initial opening might have set things up for this topic right here.
All right, we got the people in here. They
Juice.
know. Give it to them, baby.
Give it to them,
You
Juice.
got one, AJC. They want to know.
I've had successful conversations with, you know, the female section. Just always ask, like, if you ask women to name 5 things they love in their life, 5 things they love, and I always say, like, depending on the woman you talk to, how long before would she name? Most women will name 5 things before they name.
So let me do this, Juice, real quick. Let's see if we can get some participation. Let's see if we can get some participation. So ladies that are watching,
Hey, man, I'm gonna call some names. I'm about to call people Camille, Angie, Mrs. Gallimore, y'all 3. Y'all all Nita,
4X Fever.
Nita.
There got to be a woman. 4X Fever. And any other ladies that are in the chat. Name 5 things. We're going to give y'all 60 seconds. Got enough time?
5 things.
5 things you love.
5 things you love.
5 things you love. That's it. We're going to give you 60 seconds.
90 seconds. 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
We're going to refill the cup.
Can you please name 5 things you love?
Real quick.
5 things. I'm putting
In your life,
You just gonna refill the cups.
Camille, Pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin over there.
The clock is started. You got 90 seconds. Five things you love.
All day.
That shit look good though.
Oh, and fried out baby.
Juice, I got a question while we wait on that.
Come on, ladies. I don't see nothing in the chat. Come on, ladies. You got 60 seconds left. I want y'all to list 5 things you love. Camille, Pumpkin.
Can you be more detailed? What
Do you
I don't-
love?
5 things you love in your life. 5 things you love.
5
Some
things.
examples. Throw some examples.
I mean,
It might need.
it could be your kids.
Bang! Yeah.
Hello.
Juice. Question real quick.
People are not things.
That's why I said 5. Well,
Leave him alone.
Let them work. These women, they smart. They got their own month. They got their own day.
okay.
There you go.
5. Okay. Well, Miss Gallimore.
Hold on,
5
wait.
things.
Hold on.
People, I don't care.
People are not things. So do
They're
we-
not things. So I just want.
So do we need to be more specific? Because people are not things.
People are not things. 5 aspects of your life.
show you
5 name 5 aspects
like a
of
set.
your life.
5 aspects of your life that you love.
That you love.
Let's go show you where they at. Show you where they
I'm
at.
looking. I see what Pumpkin put. I see what 99 put.
All right, so 5. I mean, it ain't gotta be things. People, places, things. You know.
Oh, that's
Ladies, you got 30 seconds.
You know what that
Come
means.
on.
You got
You
30
only say
seconds.
one
Ladies.
thing.
5 things you love. Ladies, you got 30 seconds.
It could be a person, place, or a thing.
That's Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody named all their kids.
That's the name. That's how they belong.
And trees. Okay, Pumpkin. Woo-hoo.
Trees.
Trees.
know.
We know trees. Trees. The ones that grow
I know,
from the
I know
ground.
what you're talking about.
And they help the earth.
O'Shea, Nemo, Nadria.
All the kids, those are kids.
That's all they need. Yeah.
That's 5.
Nadira. That's
Juice.
Come on, ladies. Come on.
it.
Do you
Ladies,
love
you got 10
sex or
seconds.
you in love with sex?
10,
It's both.
9, 8, 7,
Daddy. Do you
6,
love sex or are you in love?
5,
You gonna sacrifice?
Hold on. Because you about to change the
3,
conversation.
2,
Who that?
1.
What's that?
It's not.
Yeah, I got it.
E.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So we finished on up. So
We got,
we're gonna read some of them and then Juice.
Camille, where you at, Camille?
She playing.
Camille, we waiting for you, Camille.
We waiting on you.
Goodness gracious. 5 things, Camille.
Mrs. Gallimore, where you at?
Miss Gallimore, 5. 5, Miss G.
Miss G, you was just on top of your shit.
5, Miss G.
Why she always been difficult?
She always, okay. I love God.
God, myself,
Okay,
my husband, my
okay.
kids, my family, my
So-
teachers.
Your husband?
What?
That's a lot.
She love her husband? What?
He decent.
What?
He decent.
Oh, hell no.
Cause he decent. Come, you can't love that mother.
Okay, all right, Miss Gallimore.
My daughter, family, travel, money.
Top 3.
Hey, bro, man, you made top 3, bro,
And
man.
that's the right order, though. You gotta love yourself before you love
Forex. My kids, sunsets, money, authentic people, and big D's.
Okay.
Forex fever.
And God, beaches and vacation.
I'm right, Forex fever.
Okay, all right. Okay, Miss Gallimore, we don't need you to say nothing else. Stop
God,
typing.
the beaches,
Dang.
vacation. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he made the top 3, so what?
All right, Juice, let's get into it.
So,
You break it down, man.
I always had this conversation, and a couple of people
There's only 2 people that's.
would have, I think it's 3. Pumpkin was definitely one.
Yeah.
Miss Gallimore was one.
Yeah.
But I always ask that question, like, just when you say 5 things, people, place, things that you love, how long is it before you say you love yourself? There's so many people that they love everything and everybody else. They love all the materialistic stuff, and they very seldom name themselves in the top 5. And the top 5 things that you love, self-love is so, I feel like self-love is so important. Like a lot of people, they name their kids, they name shopping, they name money, they name dick, they name, I don't know, they name pussy, they name cars.
And my question to those people is, you take all those things away, who are you? Are you happy?
Like, I don't want, I always say, like, to know the kind of woman that you're picking is to kind of understand that, like, a woman that actually loves herself. So a woman who loves herself, maybe she's not putting up with. I got a friend that I'm cool with. I talk to her probably every other day, more than one, and they all. One says at the end of the day she ain't putting up with no drama. What's her word? If he cheat on me, his ass is gone. She gonna find Ralph. There are other women who, you know what I'm saying, you just know as you talk to them, you understand what self-love is. You know what I'm saying? And that's not them being selfish. I don't think, like, some people see that as being selfish, and I feel like it's not. Like, stop loving everybody else and put yourself first. And as you put yourself first, once you love yourself, it is easy for you to show others. And I know that kind of goes back to what you all talked about last week when me and Tony went here, just love. But to just have a love, for a self-love, an unconditional love for yourself, like loving yourself through anything, through your mistakes, your trials, your tribulations, and then you're able to, learn how to love others. And I think there's so many, I'm going to say, there's so many men and women, because I won't just say, there's so many men and women who look for justification from someone else to love them,
or other things,
or materialistic things to make them feel whole, like the latest shoes, the pocketbook. And there are so many people that when you ask them, if you don't ask them do they love themselves, and you just ask them a general question of like things they love, meaning people, I don't care, people, person, place, or thing, and wow, you just don't say like you love yourself. And I think we all been guilty of it. Shit. Times I love the kids I coach more than I love my goddamn self. And that doesn't mean I didn't love me, but I probably just didn't know how to love me, because maybe I thought it was me being selfish. And I always ask women, like, don't look for no justification from a man to figure out.
So
But you could
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Say that, and I know we said women, but
That's why I said men and women. I said
okay.
men and women.
There's a lot of men out here too who are entrenched in covering all their trauma and self-hate and all that, and the cars,
big cars,
the clothes, the shoes, and all the other stuff too. Like at the end of the day, you gotta love you for who you are.
First of all, loving yourself is the first step,
y'all ladies,
or the basis that you have to have for happiness. How you gonna have somebody love you, or you gonna have love in your life if you can't love yourself? That's the first step.
But let me ask you this: what if the love you showing, and not the material shit, but what if the love you showing, like Juice? You said, I seem like I love the kids more than I love myself. But what if you are showing the kids what you actually already know and what you already exhibit to yourself, that love that you already know?
Listen, that's all good, but at the end of the day, there's still a sense of you have to learn how to love and I'll use another word, appreciate yourself.
So can I ask you a question?
Appreciate yourself, because a lot of us don't. Like, so we'll go buy the latest shoes, the latest clothes, and we'll get. Sometimes we'll get materialistic things to try and validate.
Sure, that might be an esteem thing. That might fall under the.
It could, but it's all I'm saying is in order to learn how to, like last week you all spoke about love, but I feel like in order to learn to love another individual, you still have to learn how to love yourself. There are things that different people hate about themselves.
Sure.
Hate about themselves. And I'm not saying, I think, as I said, I coached with Knox longer than me, Knox and Rodney for a long time, and I don't really like to use the word hate. I used to catch myself using it sometimes, and then you'll hear Coach Knox go, hate? That's
I got a question for you, Juice.
Go ahead.
What does it look like for one who never experienced love in their life to love themselves?
To me, okay, in a sense, it could be hard, but I also feel like if you kind of know what you were missing, or you know what you want, you know what you want in life, you know how you want to be treated, and like to understand and love like yourself. I think that's a way to understand like how you want to be loved. Like if you just know yourself and you know how to love you, then I mean I think it's not that hard. Like it doesn't, just because like society has changed, just because nobody loves you doesn't mean like I don't need someone else to validate loving me for me to love myself. I have to learn within me what it takes to make me feel.
I agree with you 100%. How does you learn that?
Hold on. It's definitely something that's learned. You don't come out of the womb.
You don't come out the womb knowing how to love yourself. So that's what I'm saying. You have to learn what you have to learn, like you said, your love languages. You have to learn what fulfills you. Everybody has a different love language. Yeah. So you have to learn what fulfills you. And once you
how old were we when you learned that love language?
Woo! Hey man, I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't no shit about my love language, man.
You know how old I was
last year. My shit was last year.
It wasn't last year. Mine was a little longer than last year, but I think I was going through 30. Yeah, I was going through a little something, and then I started to learn more about my love language, and I didn't know what that was.
Hey, I feel like this thing, just like last week, there's some people that's loving, but they don't even know they love because they don't even know what love is.
Or what it looks like.
Or what it looks like. So they don't really know. So I wanted to catch it earlier because Rodney said when you can't love yourself. Like, I don't think that people not loving themselves, but I do think that there's some people that may not know how.
I agree.
Sure.
I agree.
So they don't know. There's some people that might not think they are.
Yeah.
But they are because they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our society dictate what we learn or what we know. Our daddy used to say, you know what you know.
But
and if you grew up in a household that was full of
So I don't know. Real quick, I think an aspect is like each one of the guys in here can say for a fact that you're comfortable in your own skin. At the end of the day, you're comfortable being you. Day you're comfortable. When Day makes a decision, I'm comfortable and I can stand on the ground that I made a decision. Tay, Knox, Tony, Juice. And see, that's a part of loving yourself, is not so much being worried about what others think about you, but being comfortable that you know what I did was for me, about me, and was good for me.
Being unapologetic about who you
Yeah, exactly. That's an aspect of somebody understanding, loving themselves, being comfortable being you, being accepting being you, and being happy being you.
Man, they got the comments blown up right now.
Yeah.
This thing's so behind. You just gonna be taking chicken in there.
I'm sitting here trying to.
Yeah, we catching up with the
Excuse me,
comments.
yeah, I'm trying to
Y'all
catch
in
up
the,
with the comments.
y'all in the chat room bubbling, man. We just kind of catching up, man.
That's crazy.
Forex says, I flip the switch. I take time for myself every day with zero guilt.
Right.
I've lost over 50 pounds since the beginning of COVID.
What's
Grown
up?
closer to God, revamped my business, etc. I'm happier, healthier, and happy. That's right.
What's up? What's up?
I think the thing that stood out what she said, I think it's a female, she better be a female, is that I took the time out, I take time out for myself every day with zero guilt.
You gotta
And that's
Time
one
to
of
time,
that's one of the things.
to
Like,
do it
I
different.
hear a lot of people say like there are people who say, well, you just talked about like coming home working a 12-hour day, and there are people who be like, okay, I gotta get in there, I gotta do this, no, like
No, you gotta sit down.
take a moment and self-reflect.
Yes.
You do.
Like whatever it is, if for some people who
Even if it's
work, they
something-
may come in. Like I give you prime example. I know since Tony started back coaching, we're gone from home.
A long time.
Like I have to go into work, and I leave work and go straight to practice. So they're nights where I don't get home
11:30,
until 11:30,
12 o'clock.
9 o'clock, 9:30, 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. And I still take a moment to just sit and do what the hell I want to do. And I don't feel guilty for it. And if I don't get around to doing something else, because every day I come in, I'm going to take a moment for me. Because I remember when I never
So
took.
what's your moment? What do you do?
It could be whatever. It could be just me sitting there.
Yeah, sometimes.
Literally, sometimes it could just be
Sometimes for me it's just me. Like give me 10 minutes. I'm just gonna sit there for 10 minutes.
I'm going to decompress.
What's your moment, Day?
Man, something, just sitting there, man. I mean, just sitting on the couch, putting my damn legs up on the couch, and just sitting here with my hand on my head, just thinking about my day.
Rodney, what's your moment?
Just nice and quiet.
My mom?
Yeah, right. That's your fucking name.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Cleaning my guns.
No. Actually, it is.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, it is. It's going down. I just built a new office, and I go down in my office
And build shit.
and I work on stuff that I love, my passion.
for the
I build
zombie
on
attack.
my passion.
For the zombie attack, and please believe me, I can tell y'all one thing. For those of y'all that's just, for my fellas here who you think you stand in the house, I know where I'm going if the zombie attack. Listen, I'm running over everything till I get where I need to go. And when I get there, now I feel comfortable.
What's your moment, huh?
I think for me, I didn't look at it like Juice said, but it may be just what it is. Every day, every shower, every day, every morning is, believe it or not, that's when I do my prayer. And when I do my prayer, I'm in the shower reflecting.
I'm about to leave.
So I do my reflecting on my past day, my present, and my next day. I do my reflecting. I talk about what I want to get done, what I need to do, and I just reflect. And because my most subdued, no phone, no nothing time is only when I'm in the shower. Of course I can cut my phone off, but I haven't matured to that level to do that. I just learned how to cut the phone off yesterday.
You know what?
I've had it 2 years.
Wait, see, I want to ask
He
you one
just brought,
question.
he brought up a point.
Can you hold it 1 second? So,
You pray?
You
You
pray.
pray?
But that's because y'all believe things that y'all don't know.
No, I'm asking. Rodney,
You ain't never asked me.
I'm asking.
He thought
So you
you have been banged on. They think I'm an atheist because I
I
questioned.
didn't say you were atheist.
I didn't say
I
you
just
said
asked
it.
a
I
question.
said
Nah, do you pray in the shower or you pray?
No, I pray in the shower.
You
Who you pray
shower?
to?
I pray to do what I believe in.
Who
My
you believe
private prayer.
Alright,
My
you
private thing.
Ain't
You
no
heard me
business
say
in
that?
You said your private prayer.
Private. You know what private mean, though?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that's-
said,
but
you
you
said
said
prayer. You said prayer.
No, you said private
You
though.
said private.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool.
He
I mean,
said-
What do you want to know? Do I believe in God? We want another topic?
I asked
So you asking me?
No. We saving that for a topic. We saving that for a topic.
And my father.
No.
My prayer start off my father, our father. I'm talking to my father.
Stop. This is a whole nother topic.
Because you got
It's all
a
topic.
fake belief that you believe in.
No, it ain't
You ain't got no
facts.
You have no facts.
It's based off what you present.
There ain't no present.
That's based off what you
You
present.
can look at a book and not know.
Man, I can
present it.
look
Look at the cover and look at the cover and be wrong.
92 who I work with.
And you can look at the cover and be wrong. You can look at that book. Hey, that book ain't shit.
Just like you. Just like you.
I didn't make a copy.
Listen up.
That. We bring it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Wait, how you do this? Home stuff. You
I
wrote
will
that
get back
over
to
here.
that. I'm sorry about that.
So my
That's
statue with my
bullshit.
moment, honestly,
Yeah, what's
say,
your moment, T?
my unapologetic moment every day is coaching. I don't take my phones on the field.
No more. Never do I.
I don't take my phones on like, and I had this conversation with my wife. I was like, that's the no matter what's going on in my life, what happened that day. The minute I walk through the gate and step on that green, it's like life stops for 2 hours, literally. Like people talk about therapy sessions.
I'm
Hey,
trying to
fam,
train.
hey, fam, you watching?
I feel like,
Cut that
and not to
phone
cut
off.
him
I ain't
off,
doing that.
but those, like I used to always take my phone to
Juice,
the
you can't go
field.
twice, Juice.
I can do
You
that
won
one twice.
twice.
I ain't got no
We
red
went
cup.
outside.
I ain't got no red cup.
This joint, man.
Can I
Finish it up, Drew. Finish it up.
No, I'm just saying,
can I
like,
share my moment? Can I
no,
get my moment?
just on the field, I feel like I'm trying to train young minds, young men to become better men. And there are times that we're on the field and me and Tony not even talking to them about football.
Nope.
Like to have where we're coaching now, to have us, it's amazing how fast the kids take to us. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I feel good when I step on the field. For a minute, I had stopped coaching, and then I kind of.
Do you feel? Honestly, for me, I did not feel the same not coaching. I didn't.
Good to have y'all Bama's back.
Coaches and half.
Tay, what you got, Tay?
We ain't gonna talk about that. That's
Mine's
simple
simple for real.
Go ahead, Tay.
My moment always has something to do with my
with
daughter.
them.
Honestly.
Have somebody back.
If my daughter texts me,
hater.
Hey,
give me that
I know.
Can we let Tay go?
I know. Wait, I know.
We get to that off camera. Let Tay go.
Nah, my mom was just based on my daughter for real, honestly. Like she shoot me a text or daddy, can you do this or do that? Just her just engaging with me, period. Just her thinking about me, period, throughout my day. Cause I be having a crazy ass moment day. But if I look and I see her name, it say Zoe, my life, all that shit I was going through is out. I'm clear. And I read it and it can be some craziness, but I'm like, this is my baby. Damn everything else. So that's my moment. Anytime my daughter texts me, call, shit, it's right for me. I'm not clear.
Tony, you ready to put the kids to bed?
Oh man, we got another segment.
Just one more. It's probably gonna be like
This
We'll
might
be
go.
30
30 minutes.
This might take us into next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. Put the babies and kids in bed. Daddy,
Should go in too.
give it to them, baby. Give it to them.
Suge, what it do, champ?
All right, you ain't got long. You get him out the room.
All right.
Daddy Mason. Is that Daddy Mason?
Mate, is that Suge?
That should.
Verizon Suge?
Yep.
Stinky farts?
Oh man, come on, man.
You gotta take that shit. You hear Daddy talking about.
Hey, everybody fucking
Anyway,
tonight?
yes,
Is
here we go,
everybody
here we
fucking
go.
tonight? Is everybody fucking
And
tonight?
Juice, clean it up if I mess
Daddy,
it
you
up.
fucking tonight?
Can we get to the top?
Come on, come on.
Get to the top.
All right, ladies.
Intro.
Ladies, we need to see where you at. Ladies, if something happened and your vagina got operated on or destroyed or you couldn't use it no more. We ain't talking about hysterectomy and nothing like we saying you couldn't use it no more. We ain't talking about menopause and dry all up. No, we saying your man can't put his dick in you no more. Whoa. What could you do to keep your man interested? Is that what that's what we decided?
Interested.
What could you do to keep your man interested? You got 90 seconds. Ladies, if something happened to your vagina, you couldn't use it no more, your man couldn't put his meat in your box, what could you do to keep your man interested? We want to see where you at. You got 90 seconds.
Do you want to give the credit to who thought of this, or do you want to take it?
No, I'm not taking no credit.
I know, because you always come up with
That was Juice.
I ain't in, I was asking you.
No, that was courtesy of Juice. Juice gave us 2 bangers. I'm not that guy. Tony said that against Juice. I was giving him wow. Juice gave us 2 bangers tonight. Yo, I'm 2 bangers. I'm stuck, so Knox would hate on some shit like that, but Juice.
No, Forex. Stop, Forex fever. Cut it out. This will never happen.
Your mama won't even live forever.
Yeah.
Paying him a bottle of lotion. Okay, I'll be not. Hey, 60 seconds. Hey, that's all right.
Lotion, I'm sensitive.
First of all, Andre Gregory said that.
So we know who Andre Gregory is.
If that's his AK
That's
name.
Andre Gregory.
No. Don't you talk about lotion, boy.
Oh, man, get you.
No. Move right along.
Moving on.
All right, leave it alone. Okay.
What? Oh, we got 2 other hoes.
I got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Wow, you would say that.
Who said that?
Who else?
Oh, Lord. You married.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Which one now?
She said 2 other hoes. Make it work. Listen, ain't no reason to not be able to do it.
Y'all got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Now, Nita said the hand and the tongue. Okay.
What about your asshole, Nita? God
Damn!
What about your asshole, Nita?
Or Vaseline. Wait a minute, Andre Gregory again says or Vaseline.
Andre.
Why are you in the comments?
We know who Andre Gregory is.
10 seconds.
Nah.
What the fuck? We gonna leave it here and not close it out and bring it on?
Okay.
See, this is shit that I be saying when we have production here.
They coming in.
I have 10
We
seconds.
got all the stuff coming in, man.
Vaseline.
My tongue don't ever indulge in that. What?
Who said it?
This dude for president.
My tongue don't ever indulge in it.
Is this not him? Maybe somebody else in his vein. It's not him. Andre, this not you, man.
Andre.
Just tell me that your girl or somebody you know got the same name.
Andre.
Pumpkin said what he want, whatever
Stop.
he want me to do, huh, Pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Hail to the yay!
Pumpkin.
Hail to the motherfucking yay!
Boo.
Hail to the motherfucking
We
yay!
got 10 seconds, 9. Hey.
So, Pumpkin, you just like him out getting.
That's why Andre got no facial hair.
3,
That's why you ain't got no facial hair.
2,
Lil Bam.
1.
Damn.
All right. Now listen. This is where this came from. This is where this topic came from. Juice.
Hold on, wait a minute. The front door. Broken.
Just go to the back door,
Go to
man.
the back door.
I like that.
Why we can't start at the back door and come through the front?
Just in the front, bro.
So listen. So Tay, listen. Tay wasn't at the meet, was it? Tay was at the meet.
I
So,
had missed a meeting.
Juice, tell us where this topic came from.
One of the comedians when I watch comedy, he asked his he asked his audience. He said, "Women, this for you." He said, tell me if something happened to your pussy today or tomorrow. He said, "What can you do to keep your man interested?" And
that's not.
yeah, I know. And every woman talked about her asshole, her mouth, her hand, shit. I don't think too many people name anything. One woman said, get him another woman. If my shit don't work, she allowed him to have another woman. He said, and the comedian told the joker said, and ladies, y'all don't want us to look at y'all as sex objects. He said, I asked you, how else can you keep me interested? And the only thing you could think about was the other holes on your body.
And this is some real shit.
He
though.
said, but you want me to not look at you as a sex object.
Exactly.
All y'all just basically.
He said, he said the only question I asked was,
Watch your mouth, watch your
how
mouth.
can you keep me interested?
Interesting. The key word here,
He
Juice.
said, if I love you and I'm interested, he said your vagina don't work. There are other ways to do it. But I'm not mad at you for saying. I ain't mad at you saying your back door, your front door, your mouth.
They were just talking about all this religious stuff.
Forex just talking about, man, I pray, you know, I meditate, I don't mind being looked at.
Hey,
Where you at, baby?
I don't mean mine.
You don't say, but
Oh shit! Like
But
a sex object.
but watch this.
Wait a minute.
It's crazy though. The wild thing is when we
So I was just sex like Miss Gallimore, you better stop it right now.
Stop it.
Talk about something so obviously sexy.
Hey, you can stop sitting on that little shit and eating great.
Don't laugh down.
He got this shitty ass look on his face.
Hey, you don't start to think these little shoes was foreplay.
Yeah, for him. Hey, I think my man going home and get straight in the shower. He already said when I walked in the shower, he was like, it won't be long before she come through the door.
Hey, you already said that. Somebody said shower on the back.
These niggas be role playing when they get on.
Hey, sometimes, hey, listen, you can do what you want to do. You better not dress up in no gown and shit. Put no wig on top of you.
Ladies, listen.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Ladies, listen. Ladies, listen. To keep your man interested, listen. I know sex is ultimate.
Hey,
But like-
hey, fuck that shit. Vice versa, men. Fuck it. Vice versa, men. Fuck it. What we gonna do
If it's broke,
if it's broke?
We fucked up.
No. Our shit broke.
Your shit broke, you better go online.
No. Women, we asking them now. What they gonna do?
They going to
If our
fuck.
shit, bro.
Yeah,
They
if
gonna
our shit
fuck.
broke.
they going to fuck, okay?
Damn, that's crazy as shit. They just gonna fuck just like that.
Just like that, motherfucker.
They may stay intent to all your other
They not gonna go get this.
Hey, we talking about it, boys. Goddamn. Give us a second. Shit, we just got to it. You beat us to the punch, damn it.
We ahead of her.
Talking about
Yeah, that's what we talk about that now for.
They
Like,
gonna fuck.
so ladies, before we close out, cause Tony look like he wanna go role play. If your man would,
Cause you ain't get no ass when you go home, nigga.
He gets some. He gets some.
Oh, he gets some.
You know, when we say that, he gets some.
He gets some tonight.
He gets
Last week.
He start lying, but he's not
He gonna get some.
that's one area I would never have to eat. One area I would never. Ladies, if your man wood was broke, he couldn't put the wood in the meat in your box. Go with that shit. He couldn't give you the meat in your
You
box.
put the meat in your box.
What are you gonna do?
She already said.
You got 60 seconds, lady. Rapid fire. What you gonna do?
Shit, Nana,
Camille, Forex,
Nana said y'all.
Andre.
She said y'all tongue.
She said the tongue work.
You stand with him. All right.
do.
What if he don't do that, Andre?
You need to leave that nigga.
Oh, I got one to close this out. I got one to close this out. That is
Nana.
She bad.
You know who Nana is?
Yeah.
Nah, not as easy. Not as easy as men.
She say, how long have we been
How
together?
long have we been together?
What difference does it make?
It's easy. Toys and it's time. Nia Johnson. Wow. Miss Gallimore. He's going too.
We're going with.
Going where?
This,
Miss Gallimore, where you going?
Said neither.
I know.
Wow. This question is tricky. What's tricky about it,
man,
Forex?
nice size toy.
We got a new
A
person.
nice size toy.
He was
Right there.
Hey.
Hey,
Who
why
that?
you had to capitalize nice size joy? God damn it.
Like,
Adrian, what you gonna do? The question was, if you just logged in, if your man, I know Adrian,
nah, she been-
if your
she
man
been watching.
loses wood and can't put the meat in your box, what you gonna do? That's what we talking about.
This guy can't put the
There
meat
you
in the
go.
box.
Tay started it, man, with the
This
falling
show
off
the
the.
history of dating.
Yeah, I know that. I know,
The
yeah.
box, the wood.
That was the response to him. Not
Yeah, get his ass. He full of shit. You know it.
Oh, it was Gallimore. That's what she
No, I didn't say that.
Are we married?
Hey, that nigga used his forehead.
She said, "Are we married?" There's
God damn, for us, it's a whole lot going on with you.
And dang, you ain't gonna get the strap on to get shit on?
He gotta put the strap on and use it.
He gotta put the strap on.
Let's go.
I guess. I mean,
Oh,
shit ain't
Yeah.
Well, I guess your shit ain't working. What's wrong with that? You better do whatever she wants you to do.
At least she ain't.
Or you gonna come home and Johnny gonna be in the room.
Camilla, you ain't said shit, Camilla. What you
Adrian,
say something?
He better be
Keep
good.
laughing.
Adrian say he better be good with his neck. God
Damn.
his neck.
She ain't said his tongue, she said his neck.
He gotta put his head and everything
That
on
nigga got the motherfucking. He got the.
Yeah, Adrian ain't playing.
That nigga gotta put his whole neck in it. God damn. I hope he can still live.
All right, listen. We still looking at this, man. Y'all can still continue with the chat, but listen, for next week, we just want to pose a question. You can put comments in the chat, but we get ready to check out. And but for next week, and this is courtesy of Juice. Juice done hit 3 strikes. If you had an ex that gave you the nastiest, I'm talking about crucial sex you ever had.
You want me to read it how it's supposed to
Read
be
how it's supposed to be read, Juice. Juice read. This for next week. So you better get your popcorn ready.
Popcorn ready.
Get it ready, Juice.
Make sure everybody brings something out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that Tony can leave up.
What? It says, this for ladies and guys. So we're going to have guys comment too, but this is definitely for both parties. Once you've had a nasty ass sex partner that's willing to do whatever it takes to please you,
Absolutely.
will regular shit cut it anymore?
Nope.
Can you go back to just having regular sex
Especially if she
with the person?
husband. No cap thing.
What you
outside?
like?
What if you went out of town and you married, you got this thing, he turned you out, you bust off, and he ain't never.
That's next week though.
Hold on. So now,
She might pass 8, pussy 8.
you gonna know it? Not just put a great question out there for y'all thinking about, lady. So you married, got a boyfriend, and this nigga made your body do things you ain't never experienced before.
You gotta come back home.
And you gotta come back home. What you doing? You find that nigga keep giving you that bomb ass D, or you take that whack ass Vienna sausage you got in the house?
You going to Miami every month?
Bring somebody with you next week so we can talk.
Bring somebody
We
with
open
you
up a
next
new
week.
office in Miami.
Hey, we gonna
Hey,
get to the
click
next
the likes,
Friday.
click the likes, subscribe.
Click the like, subscribe. Please subscribe before you log off the Real Shot Talk on YouTube. Bring a friend, please.
That's
Bring a
why
friend.
I go so
Tell a
hard.
friend to tell another friend.
That's why I
We
go
see
so
you back
hard.
here same time, same place next week. Thank you for tuning in.
And we're gonna keep the
Thank
chat.
y'all.
The
Thank
chat will
y'all.
be open. The chat will be open.
Oh, the chat over.
What another woman can say is very different. Some women want them long and skinny. Some women want them short and fat. I'm pretty dope.
For some women, they're
Hey,
right.
look, don't scratch with your
It don't
fingers.
happen as much with the G-spot.
Make sure I did look at the package before to make sure that I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. Yes, you know.
Probably ain't no race in the world been through what Black African Americans have been through. But also that came along with the program, came along with this, and the fear.
The least amount of cost. Yeah, the least amount of cost. You can take that.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Can the president make a law his own?
What's that, Cowboys? That was a front to anybody that's in here that ever said, I'm American. For years, hundreds of years, white people always felt that it's not theirs and they can take it.